And with Volition talking shit on Twitter, talking about we're not backing down from this game. Oh, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make the game that we want to make. Well, good job with that, stupid. Good job. Because not only does everybody, and I mean literally everybody, hate your game right now, but you're gonna end up exactly where you were 9 years ago, and you're gonna go bankrupt again. It's gonna be over for Saints Row and Volition this time. The future of Volition will just probably be like, they'll probably be most likely acquired by EA. And then you know what EA is going to do? They're going to make them work on the Frostbite engine. They're not even going to have them work on any games. They're going to have them making changes to the Frostbite engine because literally all of EA seems to use it anyway. You know, this is probably going to be my most hater-filled video that I probably will ever make as of recently here on my channel. But you know what? I am in a great mood today. And I'm going to tell you why I'm in a great mood today. And I'm already laughing at this news that I heard 2 weeks ago, but I'm now getting around to the news and covering it. Volition will now become part of Gearbox after critical reception to Saints Row. And my God, I am happy as hell. And really, I'm happy for two reasons, one more than the other. The first reason is because I told you so, and I told you in my original Saints Row rant video that something like this would happen. Someone would acquire them, they would get shut down or moved to another studio, and they won't even work on another game. And then the second reason that I'm happy today is because the devs that worked on this new Saints Row, they deserve this. They deserve this happening to them. They deserve to lose their jobs and get moved to another studio. They deserve it. Because these were the same motherfuckers on Twitter about a year ago talking about haters gonna hate after critical reception and overall just criticism towards their game. They fought their customers multiple times during the past year leading up to the game's launch and even after the game's launch when everybody said it was woken garbage, including myself. They have the audacity and the goal to live in La La Land and act like that we're just review bombing and just still being haters. I haven't seen this much ego since the last time I watched Family Guy in that one episode where Peter thought he was a genius after winning an easy game of Trivial Pursuit and then found out that he was mentally retarded. Even a couple months ago, there was reports around from news outlets and even on the subreddit for Saints Row that Saints Row 2022 haven't even broken 2 million copies to even break even and even make a profit. This is definitely not a sign that the game is doing well or the studio is doing well metrically. And this is the exact reason why companies get shut down and leads to bad tattoos on men in their 40s and 50s. Even reports came out back in September that Saints Row 2022 had an 80% sales drop from its release date back in late August, and 2 weeks into the launch suffered drastic sales numbers and actually dropped drastically after the launch and after Volition and the community manager that I'm about to cover argued and fought their customers. Hence, leading up to the actual reason as to why Volition is getting shut down and moved to Gearbox Studios, aptly probably the best thing to happen to them as of recently, and probably is going to be the best thing for Gearbox, because if I worked at Gearbox, I would be kind of shitting bricks right now because these people that's coming into our studio and getting merged over had a hand in making the absolute worst Saints Row to date. And truth be told, if I was the head of Gearbox Studios, I would try to find any valid reason I could to fire these people that's coming in and just separate the wheat from the chaff. I would want names of every single person that had something to do with the direction of this new Saints Row, and I would fire them. I would try to find any valid reason I could within reason to fire these people. I'm sorry, Mr. Martin, but I gotta give you your pink slip. Your shirt was actually pink, and that's actually discriminatory towards the gay people. I gotta let you go. We run a tight ship here.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am this.
According to Video Games Chronicle, it actually put out an article a few weeks ago titled "Volition will become part of Gearbox after disappointing reception to Saints Row." Volition will soon become part of Gearbox following a disappointing reception to its Saints Row reboot, Embracer Group has announced in a statement released alongside its second quarter earnings result. Embracer CEO Lars Winch, I don't know what the fuck his last name is, explained that Volition will be switching operative groups from PlayOcean or PlayOn from what the hell is this?
That you
okay, formerly Coach Media, to Gearbox Entertainment. The reception of Saints Row did not meet the full expectations and left the fan base partially polarized, he said.
Huh?
Okay, let me fix this title for you, Mr. CEO, Embracer Group, man, person, whatever. Like, it didn't leave the Saints Row community or the fan base partially polarized. It left the fan base, majority of the fan base, polarized. Partially does not begin to describe the Saints Row reboot or the fan base right now at this juncture at all. And I am not making this up. If you look on Twitter or look on Reddit or look on even YouTube, like, people are not having it with this new Saints Row. They are not, including myself. My rant video on y'all have like 27,000 views, and others have like close to 1 million views, and Angry Joe, his review got over 800,000 views. So I don't know where they're getting this partially polarized from, because from the jump of this game being revealed at the Gamescom last year, people was not having it, and it just goes to show you how out of touch these CEOs and these companies really are. And this is really one of the other two kickers that I'm really about to tell you. I'm ashamed to tell you guys this, but he also goes on to say the game development studio Volition has been working hard to improve the player experience.
What?
Improving what on the player experience, bro? The CEO and the community manager is over here fucking arguing on Twitter every damn day, arguing about the new Saints Row being better than the old ones, insulting fans, calling their fans terrorists, and pulling the woman card all damn day.
Are you fucking stupid?
Like, dude, for real, I don't know where they're getting this information from. I don't know where they keep getting this from, man. But whenever they put out statements like this, it's always bullshit, because it's a total 180 from what the actual situation is. And if you thought that was over, but wait, there's more, because he actually went on to say, while the game disappointed critically, financially, Saints Row has performed in line with management expectations in the quarter. Going forward, Volition will transition to become part of Gearbox, which has all the tools, including an experienced management team in the US to create future success at Volition. This is the first internal group transfer where we transfer a major studio between operative groups, but it's not necessarily the last. And I am not going to read the rest of this article because it's all word salad from here, and he just basically goes on to say that he just personally wishes that it made more money on the financial side and it did better financially. But there you go. That's my video for the end of the short of it. For the long term, because it's only gonna get worse and dumber from here. But now it is blatantly obvious and clear as fucking day that Volition destroyed Saints Row for a second time, might I add, just so they can try to pander and sell to Twitter users and the LGBTQ plus whatever community and be politically correct so Anita Sarkeesian can stick her bitch nose in our business again. Literally, you would sit there and just look up into the sky and just ask God, why are these developers so stupid? And the answer is clear as day, because they hire people that are bona fide morons and bona fide retards. These AAA game studios hire people that is not capable at their job, even though they signed on for the job description, and just so they can fulfill a minority and diversity quota, because that's what these game devs do. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day, but that's what they do. And the people that go on to make these games are just there for the business aspect, not for passion for video games or creativity or making a piece of art. It's strictly business to them. If you told me that Peter and Chris Griffin from Family Guy works at Volition and is the head honchos in charge there, I would believe you. Because this level of tone deaf, shit decision making, and just overall self-stroking egos that they have over there at that company is just nothing short of amazing. When you have people that's running the official Saints Row Twitter account calling their customers haters because they are criticizing their game and genuinely want the game to succeed, when you have a goddamn community manager that's just a borderline feminist to say the damn least, calling your customers and your fans terrorists on Twitter and pulling the damn woman card because people do not like your game and for good reason, and having their heads so far up their ass that they genuinely think their asses smell good. And my biggest question is, why is this ugly bitch still on your payroll and still have a job as a community manager after she insulted, berated, and pretty much made a mockery out of your customers and your fan base. If I was the H''NIC over there at Volition, I would have fired her and got rid of her a long ass time ago, instead of actually keeping her on board after all these meltdowns on Twitter, having news articles put us on blast and give us all this bad press, and YouTubers having hundreds of thousands of views of our community manager making fun and berating our customers. Bro, tell me why I think that she's actually like topping off the CEO. I just genuinely think that people like this that work at these companies that's acting like this girl right here, she is clearly like having adultery going on at Volition. Like, she's clearly giving people a quickie behind a Denny's or something. I just genuinely think that. But for real, y'all, it is for real true what they say about going woke, because Volition gone woke and they damn for sure went broke. And these bitches did not even break even on that garbage Saints Row video game they put out 3 months ago. And honestly, I'm happy as hell this happened. I'm genuinely happy. Now, of course, I'm not happy about this happening because Saints Row can't compete with GTA now, and probably never will thanks to them. But more or less because Saints Row and Volition and Deep Silver even don't deserve you as a supporter, they don't deserve you as a customer, and they don't deserve you as a fan. And dude, I'm just gonna say this like on the real. Volition, when Volition saw that everybody wasn't having it for Saints Row 2022, the reboot, all they had to do was just pull a Sonic the movie. And that's pretty much what I told them like a year back when I made the reaction to the E3 trailer or the Gamescom trailer. All Volition had to do was just pull a Sonic the movie, rebuild the game from the ground up, delay it 2 or 3 years, rewrite the story, rewrite the characters, redesign the characters, and we would have been fine. And I guarantee you that Saints Row would have been put back on the map, and they would have gotten everything that they wanted from both sides of the coin, from both the financial side of things and from the customers and the fan base side of things. But more importantly, give a game that everybody wanted. But the sheer level of incompetence and just tone deaf of Volition and Deep Silver to think that they can just put out this SJW and Twitter wet dream of a game and put it out and think that they can walk away with big sales and money in their pocket and new Lambos in their driveways is just sheer amazing to me. And I will say this to Volition one time and one time only, or now I should say Gearbox, because now they're being merged over there. It's time to look back at every single decision you possibly made that you genuinely thought was good and fix it for the future before you become even more of a laughingstock to Rockstar, for fuck's sake. It is time to clean house. It is time to get rid of bad leadership. It is time to get rid of that leadership who thinks that they're genuinely doing good for your company and for the fan base, and genuinely think that having a community manager like this who calls people terrorists on Twitter and pulls the feminist card and the woman card all day because we don't agree with them is a good decision to make. Or you can keep screwing up and keep doing whatever the hell you guys feel like doing over there and keep pandering and keep going woke and keep going broke and give us yet another reason to make fun of you guys after you were given the most opportune chance to compete with Rockstar's GTA. After reviving this franchise from the grace of God above and somehow killing it a second time and becoming the only dev team that everyone knows to kill a franchise twice in a row.